is Shelby with Fort County Soil and Water Conservation District. Welcome to my small bathroom. I'm going to talk about water conservation in your own home that you can start using today while you're in quarantine. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is saving water in the shower. It uses about, depending on your shower, it can use about on average 2.5 gallons a minute. So if you take a 10-minute shower, you're using 25 gallons of water. And that's on average what I typically take is a 10-minute shower. However, to save some more water, I'm going to cut it in half. Next, moving on to the toilet. The average toilet, if it's an older model, uses 4 gallons of water just for one flush, which is just incredible amount of water just for flushing. So the one way that my husband and I actually save water is we just flush less. I've been taught that yellow is mellow, and so that's what we practice here in our home. So we cut our flushing down just about in half because of that. So you'll see the numbers of how much water we're saving just from flushing less. The other thing that we did is we had a leaky toilet. It's very common for homeowners to have a leaky toilet, and you can actually waste 200 gallons of water a day just from water coming out from the flap that's here in this tank. So all we had to do was replace the flap, which was about between $3 and $8, and just by fixing that, we eliminated 200 gallons of water a day from being wasted. So that's the other way we conserve on our toilet water. And then lastly, our sink. On average, the sink uses about 2 gallons per minute. So if I have it on for 2 minutes while I'm brushing my teeth, that is 4 gallons of water just going down the drain, just for me to wet my toothbrush and then rinse my mouth. So what I try to practice is turning it off after I've rinsed. And same thing with washing my face. On average, I say I wash my face for a minute long. If I just wet my face with it, turn it off, scrub my face, and then turn it back on when I'm ready to rinse, I save a significant amount of water. Now, let's go to the kitchen. Like I said, average of 2 gallons a minute. So keep that in mind whenever you're washing your dishes. I love to wash my dishes by hand. It just seems quicker to me, and I thought I was actually saving more water. However, it takes me about 10 minutes to wash the dishes here, and so that's math, 20 gallons of water for each dishwashing session. However, a dishwasher, a full load or any load, uses on average about 16 gallons of water for a single load. So I can use significantly less water, getting them cleaned and sanitized probably more efficiently than I can do, and I can wash significantly more dishes this way. So consider using a dishwasher over hand washing, despite the thought or myth that this is more efficient in saving more water, because it might not be. Other simple ways that I try to save water here at home, I try to thaw or defrost my meat just by putting it in the fridge or setting it out. I try not to use water to thaw it, because if I did that for every single meal, that would be almost 1 to 2 gallons per pound of chicken or something like that. So on average, I'd be saving about 3 gallons of water a week, which is pretty cool. And then also, I have water glasses everywhere, and instead of dumping them out just because I forgot about it, I drink it, even though it might be super old. Or if you're a little more classy than I am, I always dump the leftover water from a glass. Even if it was from a guest, I'll just dump it into my dog's water bowl. Last but not least, inside at least, we have the clothes washer here. There's not too many ways you can conserve water on this. However, I did learn that using permanent press, the part here on permanent press, it uses 5 gallons more water. So I just make sure I never really use permanent press whenever I'm washing my clothes. Lastly, I will have also another slide of all of the ways that you can upgrade any of your appliances, like your shower head, your toilets, your sinks, your dishwasher, or your clothes washer, you'll see how much more water you can save by upgrading to an Energy Star or a Water Sense appliance. And the numbers are huge. So if you guys are looking to invest a little more and save even more, it's definitely an option. But we're cheap and we're renting, so we can't change too many appliances yet, but it's definitely on our radar. Let's talk outdoors, you guys. So first off, you might take my option and not fertilize, not water, or anything like that. You could take the total au natural look, if you will. It does conserve a lot of water just because I'm really helping the plants establish deeper roots. And a lot of times, all of these considered weeds have deeper roots naturally. They're less susceptible to drought, and they also just have a great diversity for the overall wildlife around them. So that's one way, is just by not watering at all. If you do, however, choose to water still, that's okay. We're not here to judge or anything, but there's some ways that you can do it that can help you conserve even more water. First off, if you do use sprinklers, do it in the morning or the evening, not during the heat of the day where you'll lose a lot of that water to evaporation. The other way is just managing how often you mow. The more you mow or the lower cut you made it, you're just putting more disturbance and more stress on the plant, and it might need more water to recuperate from that. So if you maintain how you mow your lawn, that's also a helpful tip. The other one is leaving the grass clippings on the ground. That can help retain moisture. The other ways in general landscaping that you can use is mulching over in your flower beds. That helps retain moisture, that way you have to water less. And then the other way is just by having, again, native plants. They can establish much deeper roots and are much less susceptible to drought. The other type of opportunity I want to offer to you guys is through our office. We have a cost share opportunity where you can establish certain conservation plans, and we would help share the cost with you guys. So we have what's called xeriscaping, and xeriscaping is landscaping with native plants that prefer drier feet, so they wouldn't need to be watered or irrigated as much. Other ways is establishing pollinator plots or native grasses or plants. It's called alternative ground cover. And then the other way that we have is purchasing a rain barrel, which is another great way that you can save water. It's being reused, it's being recycled just from your gutters, and that way you don't have to up your bill with just using the hose all the time to irrigate your plants. So if you have any questions about our cost share opportunities for your outdoor landscaping, feel free to give us a call or your local SWCD. Because sometimes it's more convincing to see those kind of numbers. That's stupid. I'll actually have some numbers of how much water I am actually saving, because the dirt is in the details. Is that the phrase? What's the phrase? The devil's in the details. Alright, so first was saving water in the shower. Just delete that one. Yeah. Okay. Are you recording me doing this?
It's candid, you know?
I don't want them to see my dirty house.